Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to...
It's... Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Khalif Raymond now. And he returns this to the 22. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. Powers through him. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down. That's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Trying the left side with Algier. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. We'll find Osborne here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball to the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Mayfield. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he's
got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that. Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Taken at about the 36. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Starting the drive with Algier. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, this defense for the Lions very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. Algier now up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Here's Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Got it with a 1st and 10. Algier going straight ahead. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Lions at 8-4 now in the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Darnell Washington, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Dumps this one off to Algier. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On second, here's Algier. Room here to run. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. Now the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. On the give, Algier headed left. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
First target, first catch at a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Micah Hyde comes flying in from safety for the sack. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Detroit. 59 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point. When
you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Darnell Washington, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will pull his way in there for the 2 points. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and it just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down. Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. But Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now...
Back now at Ford Field. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The give right side for Gibbs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Head off to Gibbs, headed right here. Stays on his feet, and he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 60 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Washington. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we spend a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Throwing, Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Mayfield's going to throw here, caught by Addison. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Algier will try to pick it up. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Here comes 2nd down at 5. Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Aiden Hutchinson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is 4th down. desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. That is caught. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down. And how about that? A gain of 15 there on 4th and 10. Mayfield to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Baker. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his own. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. 4th down, Mayfield. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Mayfield. And he's got it. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Extra point by Butker is on target. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. So now the Lions down by a field goal. A little over 20 seconds to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Here's 1st down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Now there's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime.
A 43-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball that gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Vikings going to get the first chance to possess the football as we are back underway here in overtime. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
On any running play this call, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw it back.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Here's Tressway now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. Here's Williams to return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here come the Lions now. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. But we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Running it, Washington. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
That guy's going to want the football a whole lot more. I'd hate to be the offensive coordinator now because all he's going to say is, how come I'm not touching him more? Do you see me out there moving around, wiggling, and making it happen? Give me the ball, coach.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Net score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. On the give, here's Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
Automatic first down.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They run with Washington.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Dillon, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. On the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis.
Talk is cheap. Yeah, boy.